the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey! Ahoy! We're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Whoa, 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 ahoy, whoa, whoa, whoa. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and teddy pants less. From the kickoff to the final whistles blow, we'll take the two and then we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With a laugh and a cheer, we lay down our bets. No serious analysis, no expert critique, just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. Sideline jokes and post-match tales, all the big goofs and epic fails. We're not so serious and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our steins. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Wasted world of sports, here's to more cheers. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer.
Wasted Water Sports crew, ahoy! How's everybody doing? Nice to have you along. As always, sorry for the late start. I was just trying to figure out a thing or two behind the scenes. Technical Jones here in the studio. But we're up and running. Welcome along. Who have we got there? We've got Clint 007. Ahoy, mate. Gamer Mel, of course. Ahoy. Sean Large. That's a new name. I don't recognize that one. Welcome along, Sean. I tell you what, as great an idea as these white jerseys were, as fantastic a concept And the reason behind it, once we see them on the players, they actually look quite disgusting, don't they? It's almost like somebody's gone on create a uniform and just never started it. But anyways, as I say that, I do completely understand the concept behind it and the principles behind it and whatever else. But yeah, actually seeing it now on the field, but anyways, I mean, look, it is what it is, and it's for 1 week only anyway, so. Oh! My thing hasn't updated. My thing. We've still got last week's try scorers up on the multi. Better fix that. Okay, so. I have gone for Jai Gray. Let's get this fixed up on the fly. So, Jai Gray. Anytime try. Latrell Seawalt, anytime try. Thank you, chat room, for pointing that out, because I would have been standing here like a nonce all night long. Yeah, so Latrell 2.0. And for the Broncos, oh, hang on. I put a third one for the Bunnies in. Who's the third one I put in for the Bunnies? Alex Johnston, of course. Alex Johnston and Hayes Perham for the Broncos. Now, I should disclaim, this is a free bet that I've got with Sportsbet. So I've kind of gone all out with it. It's a free shot, so whenever I get a free shot like this, I go kind of bonkers and try and get the maximum reward possible. So, in case anybody's thinking of piggybacking off this bet, just so that you're aware, that's the reason why I've gone kind of bonkers with it. Okay, Hayes Perham. All right. Look at that. We got it done right. We got it done in time before kickoff and everything. Fantastic. Now, if I reload, it should pop up with the right players. There we go. Look at that. Fantastic. Thank you very much for pointing that out. Jason Callaway, ahoy, mate. Claudio, Dimitri, ahoy. And Maori Boy, ahoy, mate. Welcome along over there on the TikTok. Michelle, ahoy. Just in case anyone was wondering why I was a little bit late tonight, Michelle's fault. Oh, tears from Jai Arrow. Oh, that's a hard watch. That's hard to see. On your Jai. Kickoff moments away in this one. I tell you what, I don't very often feel sorry for the Broncos, as we know, but you got to feel sorry for the Broncos tonight. I mean, they almost can't win, can they? In some ways, like, do you know what I'm trying to say? They almost can't win tonight. I mean, look at all the effort that's gone to all the Jai Arrow uniforms, the tears that are being shed in the pre-game. I mean, they just can't win, can they? But of course, Jai Arrow, as much as anybody else, Jai Arrow would understand completely that it's no disrespect when it comes to what happens out on the field, of course. But yeah, imagine the Broncos come down here, absolutely drub the Rabbitohs tonight after all this. Ah, yes, indeed. Scarecrow, 4465. Ahoy, mates. Yes. Thursday night footy. Let's rip in. Just the one game, a short weekend, of course. Short weekend of games because everyone's on Origin break. So yeah, let's get stuck in and another interesting little tidbit for this one. If the Broncos lose, If the Broncos lose, they equal their record for most losses in a row for a reigning premier. And it is the Broncos who have first use of it. And look at this passion from the South Sydney Rabbitohs. First up, the first tackle is immense defense, origin level defense. All right, I'm exaggerating slightly. At 1973 G, ahoy mate. Shannon's Michael, ahoy. Marcelo Raventos, ahoy mate. And Madonna, ahoy there, Madonna. As an early shift here from the Broncos brings them up to the 40-metre line. And Hayes Perham, that's one of my try scorers. Brings it up towards halfway. Heel fries, ahoy mate. Fifth and last here. Willison plays it. Reynolds down the short side, puts the high ball up. It's going to land inside the 20 for Little Mighty Mouse to come forward. And Jai Gray takes it for the Rabbitohs and their first use. Nay. It's a very big nay. It's actually so much nay that the stream nearly didn't happen tonight because I tried to set up a new audio and video channel and broke the whole goddamn thing. I had to restore. That's why I look a little bit different tonight. Yeah, I had to restore all the audio and video feeds from a cloud save because I tried to set up a new one to bring Michelle in tonight, and the whole thing went. Pfft. Fifth and last here for the Bunnies on halfway, and Ashton Ward puts the kick downfield, taken on the full, and Karapani for the Broncos dancing back into midfield. Big defense from the Rabbitohs again, though, in midfield. Keeping the Broncos pinned down. No Origin players tonight, of course, so both teams a little under strength. Reynolds for Verhoeven. 30 metres out from their own end. Quick play the ball, Broncos. Reynolds going short for Ricky. Tackle 4 on halfway, and this is good progress from the Broncos. Reynolds turns it inside. And Preston Ricky takes the final hit up. Fifth and last. Reynolds puts the high ball up. Again, he's targeting this left edge. Johnston backs up for it. And AJ, ever reliable under that high ball. Nightingale says that was an emotional, beautiful tribute. In the pre-game, yes, it was very good to see. Letting Jai Arrow ring the bell. Tania Groth, ahoy, or Tania Groth. Welcome along. Good to see me back. Yes, well, hopefully. Here's to no more TikTok bans. Oh, straight through goes Big Davey Fafita. And the big man's brought down 40 metres out on the fifth and last. Ward puts the high ball up. Contestable. Oh, and it's left to bounce. Everybody just stands back and watches it before Hayes Perham dives on the loose ball on the deck. 52V Scrambler. Thank you very much for the rose. Over there on TikTok. A nice early gift coming through. Love it. Cheers, mate. As Jesse Arthurs, the last outlaw. 15 out from their own end here. The Broncos doing it tough this set of 6. 4 tackles, and they're only just now getting outside their 20. Willison put on his back. Fifth and last on the 30. That was an impressive defensive set for the Rabbitohs. Big kick needed from Reynolds. Straight down the throat of Gray on the 20. And Little Mighty Mouse brings it back. The Rabbitohs in great field position here. Mania 2. Ahoy there. If the Broncos don't win this, says Mania 2, I've 100% lost hope in them. Jar Jar says, go Bunnies. And Fraser Kiori, ahoy, mate. Good luck for tonight. Hopefully your missus lets you put a multi on. Yes. Tell her if you win the multi, you'll buy her flowers or something. 40 metres out from the line here. David Fafita plays it, sends it in field. Cody Walker, and what's going on here? We've got a forward pass from... dummy half is what we've got. It's arrow to arrow. who throws it further infield to Arrow and then on to Arrow. Broncos elect to have the scrum over on the left edge. Reynolds turns it inside for Willison. And they contain him pretty well on this occasion. Reynolds down the right for Ricky. And that's a good carry up to halfway. Broncos into the Rabbitohs half. Reynolds back into midfield. Dummies inside, goes out for Duffy. Floats it over the top for Karapani. And space here down the left flank. Karapani stepping back infield, but South slide across and shut this down 25 metres out. Duffy in midfield. Decides to take on Euan Aitken. 2 tackles left here for the Broncos. Pakes brings it down the short side. Perham dummies and then goes short for Ricky. 5th and last. They're 5 metres out from the line. Huge open side to the left here. Perham in at first receiver. Slow ball for Reynolds. He gets the kick away. And it's batted back by the Broncos. Loose on the deck. Lost forward. Double knock on. First one by the Broncos. It'll be a handover for the Rabbitohs. And that was all a bit clunky. That was very, very clunky play. Hayes Perham got himself in the way almost there with that 5th and last. And an early shift out to the left now for the Rabbitohs. Johnston gets the arms free. Back for Seawalt, who's put down 10 short of the halfway line. And it's all very one-dimensional and slow at the moment. Both teams. Now some pace. Down the left edge. Cheese gets a 6 again. Cody Walker slow to get up and play it. As this game has just... It's almost come to a grinding halt. Through the hands now, Walker with David Fafita. 25 metres out. J-Dog, ahoy, mate. Now Ashton Ward tries to go short. Intercepted by Reynolds. Pump those old legs, fella. Pump him. He doesn't have the pace. Reynolds 20 metres out from the line. And he's dragged down by Euan Aitken. 10 metres out. Oh, they must score, the Broncos. Numbers out to the left and no Ezra Mam on the field. They've muffed it. The ball's loose in midfield. They have somehow balls this up and Ezra Mam's not even out there. Oh, how have they not scored there, the Broncos? Set restart. Opportunity still there. Willison. 5 metres to go. Oh, I don't understand how they keep butchering these 9-on-1 overlaps. It was Ezra Mam's fault last week. Who do they blame this week? Anderson's carpets 5 metres out over on the left. Perham in at first receiver again. Slow ball to Duffy. Out the back for Preston Ricky. Still 10 out from the line. Pakes goes short here. And Rogers bursts onto it. Pops it out the back for Pakes, who then loses it forward. And it's called a knock on. Is it against the Rabbitohs first? We've got a captain's challenge incoming. Adam Reynolds, he was not going to test out those hammies. The captain's challenge here. A call of knock on goes against the Rabbitohs. Rogers offloading the ball back, and then Cheese. This is going to be a successful challenge to the Rabbitohs. A tackle in action from the Cheese. It'll be South Sydney ball, knock on port. Oh, Reynolds is with the trainer in back play. Adam Reynolds, after that 80-metre run off the intercept. He got those old legs pumping, but he didn't pump too hard. Coco Faticho, ahoy mate. Good thing I didn't stream the Eels game. That was a total snooze fest. Yeah, even though it was a close game in the end, only 2 points in it, I do get the feeling like I didn't miss too much. Penalty now for high contact. Penalty Rabbitohs on their own 20. They can clear upfield. How do you go high on David Fifita? That's pretty much unforgivable. Oh, Broncos. How do they keep doing it? How do they keep ballsing up these overlaps? Brent Barrett's asking himself the exact same question up there in the coach's box, I think. Michael, ahoy, mate. Oh, Reynolds. He's in big trouble. Big trouble in back play. Robert Peters, the South Sydney jersey is a tribute to Jai Arrow. The all-white jersey, 20 metres out from the line. Ward skips it out the back for Walker. Cody Walker takes them on. He's brought down 10 metres out. 2 tackles left. Cheese. Dummies blindside. Comes back towards the posts. And he gets a nice offload to Kalaumatangi. He now drifts across field. Kalaumatangi, 10 metres out. Fifth and last. Big open side to the left. This is the side of the... Oh, they've gone short side. David Fifita. Grubber in behind the line for Jai Gray. And it's dived on by Anderson. Goal line dropout incoming here for the Broncos. They fooled everybody there, the Bunnies. They got themselves shape out to the left. We know how much they love attacking to the left. And they pulled a Swifty on us. Reynolds sends the goal line restart deep. Gets it over the head of Walker. Has to tap it back in the field of play. And Kalaumatangi has it in midfield. He'll bring it back into the Broncos half. But that was a hell of a dropout there by Reynolds. It nearly yielded a result. Scarecrow, you tipped Adelaide Crows, AFL, Broncos 13+. Mexico in the World Cup. Brazil, Argentina, England, and Spain. There's Ward, late pass out the back for Walker. Here they come left. Seawald can't get on the outside of his man. Stitch King, thank you very much for the heart me over there on TikTok. Much appreciated, mate. As Hubner back in midfield. 10 metres out from the line. No score yet in this one. Kalaumatangi for Ward. Drifts across and throws a loose pass out the back. Gray has to go back for it, and he'll settle things back down in midfield here. Fifth and last for the Rabbitohs. 20 out from the line in midfield. They go right for Ward. Puts the high ball in. Contestable on the goal line, and it's taken down by the Rabbitohs. Here's a try. Edward Kosey flying through the air. He leapt from a long way out, and it felt like he jumped early, Kosey. But he got over the top of his man and comes down with it. Rabbitohs up 4-0. Ashton Ward, pinpoint accurate kick. Oh, he bobbles at Kosey. Does he regather it without it touching a Bronco? Hayes Perham was trapped in field. Kosey versus Karapani. Karapani takes it first. Then the ball spills free. Karapani then doesn't try and get the ball back. Oh, geez, I don't know. The ball's bobbling around everywhere. Mania, too. Thank you very much for the heart me. Cheers. They might take a closer look at this. So Karapani takes it first. Kosey gets the ball out. It's bobbling around left, right, center. He eventually recovers it and grounds it, so they might have a closer look. Mania 2, thank you very much. 9 shards of hope. Try confirmed. They're not even going to have a closer look at it. Try confirmed. 4 points to nil. The Bunnies lead. Kick to come from out wide. And finally, this game's broken open. Yes, Mania 2, 9 shards of hope. Precisely the amount of shards of hope that the Broncos need for their season to stay alive. As Latrell 2.0 from the sideline starts it out to the right, bends it across the face, and it stays through. Latrell Sewell, successful conversion, and the Rabbitohs lead 6-0. It's been a bit of a grinder so far, this game. Floodgates are on the way, says Robert Peters. Robert Peters earlier called that the floodgates would open as soon as a try gets scored. And yes, hopefully it does free this game up a little bit, because it has been a little bit of a slog. Cody Walker takes the kickoff, and Kalamatangi charges it into contact. Clint 007 says all the shards of hope couldn't help the Broncos. Pointless flogging a dead horse. And for those who might not have been here at the top of the stream, I was talking about the Broncos. If they lose this game, they equal themselves for the longest losing streak by a defending premier. As Jai Gray goes straight through, big gap opens up, draws in Perham at the back and sends Alex Johnston away. Johnston has the pace. The floodgates have opened. The Bunnies have gone back to back. Alex Johnston gets the first tick off the multi. And that is some misery for the Broncos. Back-to-back tries. Suddenly it's 10-0, kick to come. Alex Johnston with our first multi-leg. Oh, John Michael. You must be good luck. You must be good luck for the game. As soon as you've popped up, 2 tries. Jai Gray gets on the outside of Adam Reynolds. Testing that hamstring out. And why not? He's clearly not 100%, Reno. Test him out. Sells the dummy to Verhoeven. Hayes Perham shows good pace. He almost got Alex Johnston from behind. But it's all in vain. 10 points to nil with the kick to come. Good try there for Arrow. Try assist by Arrow. Just in case anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, all the jerseys tonight have Jai Arrow's name on the back of them. Conversion successful by Latrell 2.0. And the Rabbitohs lead 12-0. Jar Jar says up the Bunnies. Bunnies supporters over there on TikTok, welcome along. Thank you very much, TikTokers, for the early gifts. Let's go. Jules Craw, ahoy, mate. Glory, glory. 52V Scrambler, hell yeah, up the Bunnies. Back underway, taken by Walker to Kalamatangi again. Carbon copy of the last kickoff. So all the Broncos supporters are over here on YouTube. Rightio. Broncos supporters YouTube. South supporters on TikTok. As the Rabbitohs go back to back, they open up a 12 points to nil lead. Oh, Just Burger. Ahoy, mate. A Bunnies supporter on the YouTube. Fantastic. Totola plays it. Cheese goes short for Gray. Ten short of halfway. Slow play the ball. Ward from inside the 40. Gets a kick in over the top and into the hands of Karapani. Broncos get some possession. I did get a bet on this one. Robert Peters. Jai Gray, Latrell Sewell, Alex Johnston, And Hayes Perham, 4-leg, anytime try. As the Broncos now 10 short of halfway. Perham goes into dummy half. Josh Rogers, he's been strong since he came on. Quick play the ball, pace. Perham getting involved again. Fifth and last now for the Broncos, 40 metres out from the line. Reynolds still on the field for now, puts the high ball up. Jai Gray's under it, takes it just outside his goal line. And it's a good kick chase. Just a metre out from their own try line, the Bunnies. And now good defence by the Broncos, keeping them down there. Just Berger says Latrell Sewald is a good conversion kicker and just a good player all round. Like, he could easily get a starting spot in another club, as that's a loose pass. Well reeled in by Cozy. Tackle 4. They're 10 metres out from their own line. This is tough going here for the Rabbitohs. Good defensive set from the Broncos. Fifth and last. Duncan plays it. They're on their own 20. And now the kick has to come from dummy half. And I'll tell you what, it is an absolute corker of a kick. Jesse Arthurs will bring it back from his own 20. And he only gets 10 metres. Considering where the Rabbitohs ended that set and the confusion around who was going to take the kick, it's a decent enough result for them. Karapani up to halfway. Good leg drive. Humphreys is on the field. Okay, that's why it was a good kick, because it was Humphreys. Reynolds spreading it to the right for Hooven. Steps through. Brought down from behind. A nice tackle by Euan Aitken. 2 tackles left. Fifth and last. Ricky gets inside the 20. Reynolds in midfield. Sends a ball across for Duffy, who puts the high ball up. Cosi backing up. Oh, the ball is lost out the back. And Jai Gray is back there. Where is he? Ashton Ward's back there. It's knocked on against the Broncos. It's Grant Anderson who comes through, gets hands on the ball. And then Karapani gets hands on the ball. And, well, somehow this has ended up as a goal line dropout to the Rabbitohs. I don't think they'll mind that, though. Humphreys goes short with the restart. Bounces into touch. Miscommunication by the Broncos. Oh, they just keep ballsing everything up at the moment, the Broncos. Miscommunication. Karapani and Anderson. Anderson and Karapani both look at the ball and go, yours. And it bounces into touch. The Rabbitohs will get the scrum feed here. 20 out from their own line. The Broncos, it's just, I mean, sometimes you just have those, moments, you have those runs, and they're having one at the moment. There's quick hands now for the Rabbitohs down the right edge. 10 short of halfway. Duncan will play it for feeder to the halfway line. Oh, and he's got some contact around the neck there. Big Davey boy. They're going high on him. 40 metres out from the line now on the fifth and last. They stay on that right side for Ward. Oh, now this one skews off the side of the boot a little bit. It's going to land on the 20. Taken by Duncan. He drops it back. Perham dives on it for the Broncos. That was poor play by the Bunnies. I don't think it's really moist or greasy, Robert Peters. I mean, I'm not there physically, so I can't really tell, but oh, they've lost it here, the Broncos. Rabbitohs come away with it. Tackle 2, 20 out from their own line. They cough the ball up. "20 metres out from the line. The Rabbitohs go back on the attack. Totola put on his back. Dominant tackle. Kalamatangi's the decoy. Humphreys goes out a dummy half. 10 metres out. Cheese for Kalamatangi on the crash ball. Almost breaks through. 5 out from the line, Keon. Humphreys goes right for Ward. A floater over the top that bounces for Kosi. Kosi tries to step back inside Karapani. Can't do it. Walker from dummy half to David Fafita. And big David Fafita, too strong, that close to the line. He barges over. Too big, too strong, that close to the line. Big bad Davey Fafita. 16 points to 0, kick to come. Rabbitohs, that's one-way traffic at the moment. Try confirmed. That one didn't require too much looking at. But that try all comes back to the tackle 2, dropped ball. 20 metres out from their own end. The Rabbitohs, it only took them 3 plays. Mr. Ed's dead. Ahoy, mate. Mania 2 says at least the Rabbitohs are doing Jai Arrow proud. I think they should wear this jersey and do that tribute every single game, the Rabbitohs, because Tenny Simway. Ahoy, mate. Latrell Seawalt about 10 to the right of the post. Moves in, starts it out to the right. It looked like it was going to hit the post, but it curls its way back. And the Rabbitohs lead 18 points to 0. And well, Snow, ahoy, mate. And after a dire old start to this game, things have opened up now, and we're getting some excitement. Oh, the jersey's very confusing, yeah. I mean, I respect the hell out of... I respect the hell out of what they're doing, but when you see Arrow on the back of every jersey, it instinctively, you almost call Arrow in the commentary. Despite the fact you know it's not Arrow, it makes it very confusing. It just plays with the mind. It's Totola, dummies. Nobody falls for that by the big fella. And the Rabbitohs march on again, up to the 40-metre line. 5th and last. Hitman Hita, your multi is up. Fafita to score, Johnston first, second or third. And you just need the Rabbitohs to win. There's the kick down, taken by the Broncos on their own 20 again. Karapani. Totola races up on him. 15 minutes left in this opening half. Oh, we got some breaking news. Lachlan Hubner undergoing an injury assessment. Pakes 5 short of halfway. And now Perham up the middle. Bends the line, but can't make a clean break. 5th and last, 40 metres out. Reynolds puts the high ball up. Johnston plants himself under it. 10 out from the line. Johnston does just enough to hold on to it, AJ. 18 points to 0 it stays. Rabbitohs in possession. Seawalt. Latrell 2.0, we'll like to call him. Jared 694, ahoy, mate. Michelle would like to thank Reese for guilting you into changing your tip from the Bunnies to the Broncos, as Ward now shifts it out to the right. Mighty Mouse beats one, and big Xavier Willison gets hold of him. Ward down the short side. Ashton Ward almost opens them up. 10 short of halfway here on the 5th and last. Gaps appearing everywhere in the Broncos' defense. The kick downfield taken on the bounce by Perham. And Hayes Perham, a comfortable return to the 20-metre line, but he's driven back 5 metres. Broncos back in possession. I've got to be honest, Waste the World of Sports crew, I've been pretty slack in keeping up with the Waste the World of Sports tipping contest. I've still been putting my bets on, my tips. Another mistake here from the Broncos. Antonio Verhoeven loses it in contact. And the Rabbitohs will go on the attack inside the 20 again. Oh, they can't keep making these mistakes. But yes, I do apologise. I haven't been keeping up with the Waste the World of Sports tipping contest. I've still been putting my tips in every week. I just haven't been checking the standings. As Jai Gray goes in and away, but Duffy stays with him. 25 metres out now. The Rabbitohs looking for more points. Duncan. Finding Tallis Duncan not as effective in the centres. As Walker in midfield. Nice short ball for Aitken. Pops it back for Walker. Cody Walker drifting across field now. Links up with Totola. Taken down 5 metres out. Halfway through the set. Humphreys for Walker. Turns it inside for Kalamatangi. And he's right in front of the post here, a metre out. A 3-man dominant tackle puts him on his back. Walker. Cut out pass to Seawald. Gets it out for Johnston. AJ gets a double. Cody Walker. A cutout pass creates the overlap. And Alex Johnston flops over for his second try of the night. 22-0, kick to come. Seawald could have almost gone on his own and got tick number 2 off the multi. But no, played the team game. Fake Slim Shady, ahoy mates. And that was just too easy for the Rabbitohs. Jesse Arthurs did well initially, but too strong. Alex Johnston. 22 points to 0, kick to come. Latrell Seawald, he's been perfect so far. And the Broncos, if they lose this, they equal themselves for the longest losing streak by a defending premier. $22 points to 0, kick to come. They've got themselves quite a comfortable lead. The Rabbitohs, still 10 minutes to go till the break. Oh, boy. Seawald taking his time. Starts it out to the right. Brings it back right down the middle. Oh, Latrell Seawald. What a kick. It was such a good kick. I gave them 3 points temporarily on accident. Was there a cheeky little smile from Wayne Bennett in the coach's box? Well, you know Wayne Bennett has got to love, whether he comes out and says it directly or not, you know he's got to love any time he gets a win over the Broncos. And obviously they're not there yet, but I think he'd be pretty happy, extra happy with how things are going at the moment. Back underway, and Euan Aitken takes the kickoff here for the Rabbitohs. 10 minutes until the halftime break, 24 points to 0. 2 tries for Alex Johnston. Madge, on the other hand, is not smiling at all. He's contemplating life right about now. 10 short of halfway. Ward inside for Fafita. And Big Davey Boy switches the... Oh, they're up around his neck again. As he takes it into the Broncos half. Humphreys down the short side and big contact there. Good defense by Piakora. 5th and last. Walker puts the high ball up and he overcooks it. It's out on the full by a long way. And that's a let off for the Broncos. 9 minutes to go till the halftime break. Karapani takes the first tackle. And Willison up to halfway. The Broncos, can they come up with some points here? Piakura on the inside ball. 40 metres out from the line. Hunt at first receiver to Reynolds. Out the back it goes for Perham. Now they've got an overlap here to the right. Jesse Arthur steps back in field. And he's brought down by Jai Gray. Front foot ball for the Broncos, though. Reynolds in midfield. Drifting. Shows it inside and then goes out for Duffy. Fifth and last. And it's a scrappy play, the ball. They won't even get to the kick. I'm not even a Broncos fan, and this is frustrating. I mean, we know that I'm not a Broncos supporter, but geez, this is driving me insane. They don't even get to their kick. 10 metres out from the line. Front foot ball, and Duffy spills it. Captain's challenge. Oh, this is a big captain's challenge. Duffy doesn't seem too confident. Well, he's lost it without being touched. They've just burnt their captain's challenge here, I think, the Broncos. Wow. 8 minutes until halftime, and they've just burnt their captain's challenge, wasted it. Eight minutes until the break. What can they come up with here, the Rabbitohs? 15 out from their own line. They're up quickly on Aitken. Max, ahoy, mate. You just need Karapani or Arthurs as the Rabbitohs line up nicely out to the right. Duncan can't get through the tackle of Anderson. Fafita, what an immense first half he's had. He goes straight over the top of Ben Hunt. 10 short of halfway. Walker out of dummy half. For Humphreys. And they're back in the Broncos half. Fifth and last. They're up quickly on Ward. He steps around and gets the kick away. There's no kick chase to speak of. Easy take in the back for Karapani. Now there's a wall of Rabbitohs jerseys there to meet him 10 metres out. Arthur's in midfield. Held up and driven back inside the red zone. Anderson, now the cheese has got hold of him. But he makes another 10 metres. Broncos staying down that left edge. Hunt for Reynolds. He dummies the short ball to Ricky. And he's brought to ground. Fifth and last. A kick from just outside the 40. Duffy steps and he puts it straight down the throat of Cozy. Cozy winds up. And he'll bring it back to the 30-metre line here for the Rabbitohs. Whoever said the Broncos are going back-to-back are totally delusional, says Vengeful One. Yeah, I honestly, I couldn't understand their favoritism. Oh, here we go. Ezra Mam's ready to come out onto the field. As Walker, loose pass out the back. Touched by the Broncos. Knocked on by the Broncos. Nothing going right for them. The Rabbitohs will get 6 more tackles just short of halfway. Jack Glenn, ahoy, mate. From Thailand, of course. Here's to Thailand. Hope to get there one day myself. Five and a half minutes to go until the break. The S, ahoy, mate. Oh, crowding the play the ball area there. Piakura, lucky to not give away a set restart. Oh, he did give away a set restart. It was just a delayed call. There we go. Silly play there from Piakura as Humphreys now angles back into the play the ball area. 40 metres out from the line. 5 minutes to go until the halftime break. Gray, short ball for Duncan. Can't get the arms free. Now Cheese out of dummy half. No markers. Carries it inside the 20. 2 tackles left here for the Rabbitohs. Ward for Humphreys. Quick hands for Walker. The double pump now for Seawald. And he can't spin out of the tackle of Verhoeven. 5th and last, 10 metres out here. Ward with the crossfield kick. Cozy bats it back. And Tallis Duncan taking a ground a metre out from the try line. Knee crumbler, ahoy mate. I'm doing okay, knee crumbler, but I've got to say I'm a little bit nervous about the potential 1,000-0 loss coming up this weekend. Four minutes until the halftime break. Broncos in possession. Ricky gets the offload back, keeping the ball alive. 10 short of halfway here, the Broncos. Hakes back into midfield for Hunt, and he sends it on to Piakura. 5th and last, Reynolds puts the high ball up. Taken by Alex Johnston on the full. Jai Gray held up and driven back. Little Mighty Mouse. Ezra's on the field. And again, Ezra, there's just, I don't know, like, Ezra Mam, he usually comes strutting out the cocky attitude. Hang on, we'll come back to that. Cozy gets around Karapani. And he's taken down just short of the halfway line. Ward, inside for Walker, straight up the middle. Cody Walker with one to beat. Brought down by Hayes Perham. Try-saving effort there by Perham. 30 metres out now, 5th and last. The kick over the top's pretty heavy, but it bounces kindly. And Ben Hunt's got it on the goal line. Broncos back in possession. Wild Wallaby, ahoy mate. There's Ezra. And what I was about to say about him, you're used to Ezra running onto the field. I know that he's obviously down on confidence at the moment, being dropped down to the interchange bench or dropped from the squad completely. But he just doesn't have that same swagger. He looks sad almost. So, I mean, we never really know what's going on in these guys' personal lives. But yeah, so something's up with Ezra big time. As Reynolds skews this off the side of the boot, and it's out on the full. Adam Reynolds puts the kick out on the full, and with 1 minute 40 to go, the Rabbitohs 30 metres out. They'll get a full set of 6 before the break. Well, the only thing I ever bagged him about was the whole driving under the influence incident. So good. If that's what's affected him and me paying him out over that, good. He bloody deserves it. Walker on for Seawald. Seawald chopped down. 20 metres out from the line. Still a minute until the halftime break. Humphreys. 10 metres out. Kalamatangi for Ward. Short ball for Fafita. Oh, and he's driven towards the sideline. Davey Fafita. Oh, somehow the big man stays in the field of play. 10 metres out. Last play. 4 pass to Ward. Chips it in over the top. Taken by Cody Walker. Gives it up for Humphreys. And that is a try for the Rabbitohs. A nothing kick, but they've made something out of it. Ashton Ward chips it in over the top. It was a shocker of a kick. Cody Walker has said, I'll make something out of this. And a lack of urgency in defense from the Broncos. No scrambling to speak of. The try is scored 28-0 from right beside the post. It'll surely be 30-0. It is an absolute thumping. That is a great try off one of the worst kicks you'll ever see. I mean, that was a nothing kick from Ashton Ward. Yes, halftime siren sounds. It's 28-0, but it's about to be 30-0 in favour of the Rabbitohs. What a first half it's been for them. And got to hand it to Robert Peters. Robert Peters, as the conversion is successful, 30 points to 0 at the break. Robert Peters did say very early on, when it was still 0-0, a try and the floodgates will open. Well, there was a try, and bloody hell, the floodgates opened. 30 points to Zippo at the break. Coco Fatty Cho, the collectible store's going really well, thanks, mate. Yeah, we've just had our highest grossing 4-week period in the existence of the store, so yeah. 30 points to 0 at the break. The Rabbitohs. What a first half. Jar Jar says, I think the Broncos should just pack it up and go home and sleep. Well, we know that the Broncos, they earned the reputation of the comeback kings last season. But hasn't really been the case this year, has it? Mania 2 says this could either be the greatest Broncos comeback this year or the biggest embarrassment ever. Well, here's the thing. Madge has got a track record, doesn't he? And I've talked about Madge before. He's got a track record, Madge, of he'll come in, not with the Tigers, okay? The Tigers are... forget about the Tigers. The Tigers are the Tigers. So nobody's managed to have any success with them. So, but outside the Tigers, he's got a history, doesn't he? Like everywhere that he goes, Madge, he'll go, he'll win a premiership, and then he'll lose the dressing room. He'll win a premiership, and then it just all goes to hell, and then he loses the players, and he ends up moving on. So it's been the story of his career, really. So he's a proven winner, but I'm actually really glad now that he moved on from the Origin squad, because as great as that State of Origin year was for the Blues, I just think Madge's history proves it wouldn't have kept up. And now, unfortunately, of course, we went from Madge to Laurie. Anyway, don't get me started on Origin. But yes, he's won with the Kiwis. He's won State of Origin. He comes in and he's a proven winner. But the longer he stays in a position, the worse it gets. Is basically the point, the proven point of Madge's coaching career. And he did the same thing at Souths as well. You know, when he was with Souths, he won the premiership and then they fell off a cliff. And that's taken nothing away from him, by the way. That's taken nothing away from him. It's still a monster of an effort. Monster of an effort to win a premiership. You can't ever take that away from him, what he's achieved. Premierships, Origins, Internationals. But he just doesn't have a history of consistent success. Well, my multi's looking good. Alex Johnston, the only tick off it so far. But on the plus side, it looks like there's going to be plenty more tries in the second half. Odd pop it, ahoy, mate. How's the installation going? Jules Craw says, glory, glory. Sean Hewitt, ahoy, mate. Am I doing any Soccer World Cup broadcasts? I would say extremely unlikely. JT, ahoy, mate. Thoughts on the game? It's just not the Broncos' year, is it? They're an absolute disaster piece. But the Rabbitohs, after a sluggish start, I mean, they've been far from perfect, but they've clearly been the better of the two teams. Playing their hearts out for Jai Arrow, exactly right. There was a lot of emotion, and maybe the emotion was a bit too much at the start. You know, when things get a little bit overwhelming and you sort of become a little bit lethargic because of it. I feel like that might be what happened at the start of the game there. But Jai Arrow, the jersey, the tribute jersey, they had him out to ring the bell. Yeah, it was a great moment in the pregame. I'd like to see some of my same-game multi-try scorers score tries. That'd be nice. Everyone else seems to be getting them. If my try scorers could get some, that would be nice. CJ, ahoy, mate. Midlands Geezer, you need Jesse Arthurs for your multi. See, I thought about Jesse Arthurs, the last outlaw. I went with Hayes Perham. Now, Hayes has been getting heavily involved. Alara, is it your food time? Yeah, I went with Hayes Perham. Demora 1K, you needed that Reynolds try. You needed Adam Reynolds from 4 years ago. You could tell that he was very, very, very nervous, and understandably so, but he was very nervous about that hammy going. You could tell. Because he really dropped back a couple of gears, and Euan Aitken was able to track him down, I believe it was. Paddy Jawa, you need to go offline, cry, and sleep. Manuel Snow, who's Broncos game next week? I think they've got the bye next week. Because the origin period and all, this is where all the buys come in. Yeah, Broncos bye next week. Boy, do they look like a team that needs it as well. Francis Mbia, how can the premiers for 2025 will go down to the bottom? And yeah, that's interesting. We were talking about that in the pregame. The longest losing streak for a reigning premier the following year. So a year after winning a premiership, the longest losing run is by the Broncos with 6. And if they lose this game tonight, they will equal their own record. And I should point out that the Bulldogs also are tied on 6 as well. But we're not talking about them tonight. So There's Big Payne Haas. Payne Hakeem Haas. Boy, are they missing him tonight. Payne Haas. Oh, he's going to be a big loss for the Broncos next season. And what a pickup for the Bunnies next year. Big Payne Haas. One of the main reasons the Broncos won the premiership last year is that man standing right there. Best prop in the game. Ant 1973G. Imagine losing to them. What a joke that is. Hang on. Why do I feel like I missed a couple of messages there? Imagine losing to who? Six days to go. State of Origin Game 2. And we will welcome the old Panther back into the studio. Can the Blues seal the series? Or will it go to a decider at Suncorp? You know what? I would love to say that if the Blues succeeded in a clean sweep, Nathan Cleary plays all 3 games. You'd like to think that he gets a break. You know, the narrative goes away, but I don't think it will. Some narratives just stay with players no matter what. Robert Peters, you look forward to the old Panther chat. Absolutely. I am working on my scheduling to get the podcast with the old Panther back up and running again. Caden Murphy, you need Aitken, Karapani, and Verhoeven. I'm assuming that's Verhoeven. Volthaven. I love that. Volthaven. Volthaven sounds like a, I don't know, Volthaven sounds like a metal band. Volthaven. I still need Jai Gray, Latrell Seawald, and Hayes Perham. Tizzo, ahoy mate. Tizzo 101. Caden, you're going to Vegas next year. Very nice. You know, apart from the fact that I have zero desire to go to America, it'd be pretty cool. I've tried taking Wasted Water Sports on the road before. And yeah, it's tough doing a live broadcast from out and about. Very tough. I remember doing a live stream from a sports bar down south a couple of years ago, I think that was now. And yeah, that was a mess. Caden Murphy doesn't look like Brisbane are scoring. Certainly doesn't. They've got to hold on to the ball, the Broncos. Every time that they get themselves in a position, they cough the ball up. And somehow again, they managed to screw up a huge overlap. Massive overlap. Last week, it was Ezra Mam. Ezra wasn't on the field this week. They just ballsed it up completely without him. No, Clint 007 asking if I'm based in Cronulla, being a Sharks fan. Funnily enough, Clint, I actually live in Brisbane. But I'm not one of those people that's like, you have to support where you live. I was a Shark supporter when I was a kid, and I lived in New South Wales. But yes, these days I reside in Brisbane. D's Norries. Surely Dry Gray gets one. Need him for 7,000 of 25. You know what? I need Jai Gray myself, so let's cheer that one in. Jai Gray for a second half try. Let's get it done. I need him as well. Lils. Ahoy there, Lils. You're a huge Broncos fan, but we're not making the 8. Oh, I think they still make the 8. But anyway, win or lose tonight, I think the Broncos still make the 8. Cody Walker takes the kickoff. Kalamatangi charges into Jordan Ricky on the 20. 30 points to nil at the halftime break. What a first half it was for South Sydney, as Euan Aitken gets another 10 metres. Ward drops it off for Fafita, and Big Davey Fafita, what a game he's having. Mania too says at this point the Rabbits may as well put Jai on the field. Fifth and last, Ward kicks down the short side, taken on the full at the back though by Karapani. And Karapani heads back infield. He's cut down inside the 20. Ezra in a dummy half. Gives it up for Anderson. Clint 007, you're a massive NFL fan and you support a team in a whole different country. Perham driven back. 35 out from their own line here, the Broncos. Willison taken around the ankles by the Cheese. Fifth and last. Reynolds gets the kick away. Kind of rushed. Taken on the full by Gray. 10 out from his own line, and he's got plenty of space to run into here. And he finds Hunt and Mam, who drive him back into the 20. Johnston skips away from Hunt, but he can't get away from Jordan Ricky. No pressure. Dominic Burnett says, up the bunnies, you picked them. As the Rabbitohs shift right, they've got space again. But the touchline. Tallis Duncan flirts with it a little too much. And over he goes. Karapani with some solid defense. Now, an opportunity for the Broncos. They got a little bit too cute there, the bunnies. A little too cute, too close to the sideline. Broncos have to play the ball. $30 points to nil. 2 minutes gone in the second half. Reynolds. Short ball for Willison. And he bends the line 40 metres out. Mam at first receiver. Turns it in for Piakura. And Piakura winds up. There's a player who gives 110% every week. Piakura. Hunt out the back for Reynolds. And then the drop-off for Ricky. Easily read there by the Rabbitohs defence. 20 metres out now, the Broncos. 2 tackles left. Reynolds shuffles on for Hunt. Short ball for Willison. Fifth and last. Hunt goes quick for Mam. Opens up back through the middle. Ezra. And he's tackled. Turnover a metre out from the line. Well, Ezra angling back in towards the post. He nearly went through. Way too cross. Can I get an up the wires? Up the wires as Jai Gray slips just outside the 20. Humphreys. Oh, and he runs straight into a brick wall of Ben Talty. Love the Tolts. Shame he plays for the Broncos. Walker with a cutout pass left for Seawalt. 5 short of the halfway line. Cheese scurries off down the blind side. Tries to duck under the tackle of Ricky. And he flirts with the touchline. Oh, they're getting too cute here, the Rabbitohs. Cheese goes into touch. I get that they lead 30 points to 0, but they're getting a little too cheeky for their own good here. Some cheap turnovers getting taken into touch. Oh, Jordan Ricky's limping away from this now. He made the tackle on Brandon Smith, carried him over the sideline. And the last thing the Broncos need is more injuries. Hiakura, a good carry into the Rabbitohs half. Hunt, short ball for Willison. It seems to be all the Broncos have got at the moment. Hunt or Reynolds going short for Willison. Now Reynolds, the double pump out the back for Mam. Cut out pass for Karapani on the left. He doesn't have the pace. And he has to surrender back in field on play 4. 10 out from the line, though, the Broncos. Mam for Reynolds. Shows it inside, then sends it out for Perham. Cody Walker's all over him, and they've lost 20 metres. 5th and last, Reynolds kicks back in field, looking for Ezra. Cody Walker chops it down. And he grabs it 5 out from the line. Cody Walker saves the day, and now going toe-to-toe with Ezra. A little bit of push and shove. Johnston down that left edge. Buck Rogers, thank you very much for the Heart Me and Vengeful One with the Heart Me as well. Cheers, TikTokers. There's now space for Duncan onto Cozy. Cozy can't get through the tackle of Karapani. Duncan out of dummy half. Heading across field, Willison slips off the tackle. Duncan stands on the halfway line. 5th and last, Ward down this right side puts the high ball up. 10 metres out from his own line. Taken by Perham, who brings it back. Vengeful One and Buck Rogers. Cheers for the gifts over there on TikTok. Much appreciated. Awesome stuff. There's Willison at first receiver. Takes the hit up. 10 short of halfway. Tackle 4 in midfield. Here's Talty. The Tolts, what a run. Takes it into the Rabbitohs half. 5th and last. Mam puts the kick high. Oh, that's a monster of a kick. Gray comes forward for it and takes it. Jai Gray tackled 20 out their own end of the field here, the Rabbitohs. Private Orkie, you miss prime Reece Walsh. As Walker sends it out to the left for Seawalt, who goes straight through. Seawalt gets away from Reynolds. Reynolds comes back at him and brings him down just over the halfway line. Now Gray down the blind side for Walker. Spins out of the tackle of Ricky. And 25 metres out from the line on the last. You play it here, Cody Walker. Ward puts the high ball up. They're chasing through. Perham comes forward for it and spills it. Reynolds picks it up from an offside position. Penalty to the Bunnies. And Reynolds immediately drops down to his haunches. Perham, well, is that a disruptor on Humphreys? Didn't have his eyes on the ball there. Penalty to the Rabbitohs, though. They'll tap and go here, 10 metres out from the line. LeBlanc fights his way in midfield. 5 metres out, right in front of the posts. Cheese turns it inside for Fafita, and he's rocked backwards. A strong tackle. Corey Pakes and Xavier Willison there. Left for Kalamatangi. Ricky's up quickly on him. How quick were they up there? The Broncos' defense. Rabbitohs lose some ground. Humphreys takes tackle 4. Cheese stays on the short side. Out the back for Kalamatangi. Powers his way towards the line. A metre out, 5th and last. Walker. Cutout pass for Ward. Then Gray taps on. Bounces up for Cozy. Cozy steps back inside man. Flips it out the back for Duncan. They're still 15 metres out here, the Rabbitohs. Ward, with numbers out to the left, puts a kick straight to Arthurs. Jesse Arthurs picks it up and gets away from the kick chase. That was poor from the Rabbitohs. Fallen down to the Broncos level. Poor Ashton Ward, he would want that play over again. What a let-off there for the Broncos. Ma'am. 10 short of halfway down the short side. He's taken around the ankles by Duncan. 5th and last now. Into the Rabbitohs half. Hunt tries kicking this time. A high looping bomb. Jai Gray's under it. 10 out from his own line. Takes it well. And Ezra Mam leads the kick chase. He's popping up everywhere. Cozy. Risky offload. Back in field. But it's well taken by Alex Johnston. And Cozy goes again. That's play 3. They're still on their own 20. Gray. Taken by Anderson. Meters hard to come by this set, the Rabbitohs. Fresh legs on the field here. Riddell. 5th and last. Ward from inside the 40. Low, flat, close to the sideline. Out on the full. Oh, boy. They are just inviting the Broncos back in here. They have lacked the killer instinct. Some big mistakes the past couple of sets. And they're just inviting the Broncos in here with a little sniff. It's a long way back, of course, and they haven't looked likely, but you don't want to give this team you don't want to give any Queensland teams a hint of anything. You've got to keep the foot on the throat for the full 80. Piakora. A good carry, 25 metres out. Reynolds for Willison. Gets the arms free, flicks it back for Reynolds. Second phase ball. Perham back in field for Hunt. There's a gap in midfield. Hunt for Mam, who spots that gap and slices straight through. Chopped down by Jai Gray, try saver. Hunt for Anderson. Now Karapani scores for the Broncos. The Rabbitohs left the gate open, and the Broncos have finally walked through it. Whoops. The Broncos have finally waltzed through. And they get themselves on the board. A try to Karapani. "27 minutes to play. The Rabbitohs, they just kept making mistakes, inviting the Broncos in. Broncos eventually took it. Mania 2, thank you very much for the shout-out. The 2 shout-outs on TikTok. Much appreciated. Karapani gets across. to put the Broncos on the board. And the Broncos now have belief. And a Queensland team with belief is a very dangerous thing, as Reynolds from the sideline, like so many times before, pops it over right down the middle. 30 points to 6. It's a long way back still, but boy, they've opened the gate here, the Rabbitohs. Some poor play. Look out if they go back-to-back here. Look out. Willison takes the kickoff. Here, Cora. Oh, he's been strong tonight. Oh, and just as I say it, he coughs it up. The commentator's curse in full effect. And the Rabbitohs will go straight back on the attack. Code PR, ahoy mate. Oh, boy. $20 out from the line. The Rabbitohs can nullify that Broncos try very, very quickly here. Gray, inside ball for Duncan. Oh, was he lifted beyond the horizontal there? No, play on. 15 meters out. Radel. Rocked back in the tackle. 15 out from the line. LeBlanc carries it inside the 10. 5 meters to go here for the Rabbitohs. 3 tackles left. Ward for Walker. They shift right. Gray for Duncan. Steps away from Anderson. Fights his way through a second tackle. Gives it off for Cozy, who bounces it over the line. And Ezra Mam's down in back play, clutching his wrist. It's gone up as no try, but we'll have a look. Cozy here, looking to finish it off. Ezra comes across for the try saver, forces the ball free, hurts himself in the tackle. And it's a pretty simple decision, this one, for the bunker. Tallis Duncan doing extremely well there, close to the line. Back for a 20-meter tap here for the Broncos. Rat, ahoy there, Rats. What's my thoughts on the white jersey? It's a nice tribute. I love the idea. I love the concept, and it's a fantastic tribute to Jai Arrow. The jerseys look fine on the TV now, the normal wide shot, but when you see them a little close up, and the muted design that's on the jersey, the muted grey, I think up close on the TV, it doesn't look that nice, but I mean, it's not about looking nice, really, is it? It's all about the tribute. As Reynolds puts the high ball up, Cozy takes it, 5 out from the line. And Karapani leads the kick chase. And the Rabbitohs with 24 minutes left to play. They're finding the second half a little more tough going. Joe Show, ahoy there. Primrose, thank you very much for the heart me. Over there on TikTok, much appreciate that. There's Walker. Shifts it left, a short ball for Aitken. Walker now on the 5th and last, kicks from inside the 40. Gets a nice angle on it, but it curves back in field. And it's an easy take at the back for Perham. Hey, Flock, thank you very much for the heart me. Oh, the gifts are raining through on TikTok. Much appreciated. Hey, YouTube, they're outdoing you over there tonight on the TikTok. Carl, thank you very much for the heart me. Thank you very much, mate. Another gift on the TikTok. Much appreciated. As the Broncos now roll up over halfway. Reynolds, nice short ball for Ricky. Drags a couple of defenders with him. Joe Show, thank you very much for the 2 roses on the 5th and last here. The Broncos. Reynolds puts the high ball up. Gray comes forward for it and takes it well. Oh, Joe Show, thank you very much for the Galaxy over there on the TikTok. Wow, what a little period of gifts coming through there. Cheers, everyone. $22 left to play. 30 points to 6. Kalamatangi takes the 5th and last. 5 short of the halfway line. Ward puts the kick downfield. Taken on the full, an easy take at the back here for Perham, who winds up. And Perham into contact. 30 out from their own line here, the Broncos. Caden Murphy, rum. Spiced rum. Being the pirate that I am. It's all about the rum. Five short of the halfway line. And now beyond. The Broncos into the Rabbitohs half. Walker turns it back inside and then wraps around and takes it again. Reynolds goes straight through. Ankle tap brings him down 25 metres out on the 5th and last, and he's hurt, Reynolds. Reynolds is hurt. The kick in is batted back by Arthurs. And that'll be a turnover as Verhoeven goes to ground, and Reynolds is hurt, limping in back play. Cramping up. He's still feeling that first half run. The intercept where he ran 70 metres upfield. He's still feeling it, the old fella. I think it's just cramp. He'll be all right. As the Rabbitohs shift early here for Duncan to change direction. Gives the ball to Walker on the burst. Cody Walker. 30 metres out from their own line here. Gray. Taken to ground by Ben Hunt. Totola winds up. Oh, that's a good run. Totola. 5th and last, 40 metres out from the line. They stay short side. Walker, the kick. Straight into the arms of Verhoeven. Reynolds is down, getting stretched out in back play as the Broncos have possession. And Ben Hunt passes into the back of Preston Ricky. Totola dives on it. Oh, it's a knock-on against the Rabbitohs. A let-off. Ben Hunt passed the ball into the back of Preston Ricky. Preston Ricky was facing his own goal line. Preston Ricky was paying no attention whatsoever, and Ben Hunt passes him the ball. It hits him in the lower back and sits up for the Rabbitohs, but they've knocked it on, trying to claim it. Adam Reynolds still with the trainer in back play. No, he's done. Reynolds, he's staying on, but that leg is so stiff. Johnny Michael, I believe Fanua Blake is Tongan, if I'm not mistaken. The Tongan Beast. Max, you finally won a bet. Cozy, AJ, Fafita, and Karapani. Nice. Adam Reynolds has left the field, succumbing to the cramp. Penalty into the Broncos. High contact on Piakura. Reynolds is on the sideline. Off he goes. $18 minutes left to play. It's Jack. Thank you very much for the rose over there on the TikTok. Much appreciate that. As the Broncos find touch 30 metres out. Hasanijaz, ahoy mate. If someone gets injured, does it void your bet? If it happened in the first half, I would say definitely, as Mam sends it on for Karapani, who steps back in field, drifting across. Karapani now straightens, and Riddell takes him down. 10 metres out here on play 2. Duffy, dummies. He's brought down 5 out. I think it might be a little bit late in the game for the bet to be voided, but who knows, you might get lucky. As Grant Anderson takes him on. Anderson's carpets, reaches out and loses the ball over the line. The Rabbitohs come away with it. And we'll have a look. Anderson's claiming foul. Anderson's carpets. It's going up as no try. In the tackle of Ward. And Totola, he reaches out and he's short. He's short. He's short. He's way short. He's a mile short. And then he loses it. A knock on. And the Rabbitohs will keep the ball. Larrens, ahoy, mate. Ten out from their own line. The Rabbitohs will get the scrum. Knock on against Anderson. This play really slowing down here to pack this scrum. Here we go. Time back on. And a penalty from the scrum to the Rabbitohs. High contact. And immediately a piggyback upfield. There's a very dejected looking Adam Reynolds off a footy field, injured again. Those poor old legs just can't keep up. Hey, speaking of old legs, did we hear the news about Israel Folau trying to get back into the NRL? As the Rabbitohs now into the Broncos half. 40 metres out from the try line on play 2. Ward goes left for Walker. Gray, dummies. Goes straight through. Brought down from behind by Jordan Ricky. Walker in at dummy half. Scoops it up for Humphreys. Back into midfield. And Hubner stands in the tackle. 15 metres out. Walker sends it left. Cut out ball for Seawalt. And he's cut down around the ankles by Verhoeven. Just enough done. Fifth and last. Walker chips over the top. Willison knocks it on. Rabbitohs will come away with it. What's the call here? Double knock on. First one, Brisbane. The Rabbitohs will get the scrum. It's worked out all right here for the Rabbitohs. He's called it a double knock on, Caden, I believe. Otherwise, yeah, why didn't we just play on? That's the only thing that makes sense, is if it was a double knock on. First one by the Broncos. Second one by Cody Walker. As Ward drops it off here for Riddell. And Riddell plays it 10 metres out from the line. Humphreys goes left. Ward for Walker. Out the back for Seawald. Shifts it on to Johnston. Try number 3 for Alex Johnston. It's another hat trick. 34 points to 6. Kick to come. The Rabbitohs. They left the gate slightly ajar. But unlike the Dragons a couple of weeks ago, they well and truly slammed it shut. $34 points to 6. Latrell Sewalt looking to keep his perfect goal-kicking record intact. John Michael says, I hope Ashley Klein is not the referee for Origin 2. Well, I've got some bad news for you, my friend, because he's already been named. Alex Johnston, another hat trick. Try confirmed. Boy, that took some time. But the try's been confirmed. Sewalt from the sideline. Couple of Broncos supporters in the background there. It's still in good spirits. Sewalt to keep the perfect record intact. Starts it out to the right. Bends it back perfectly again. Oh, Latrell 2.0. 36 points to 6. Jason Calloway, ahoy, mate. Israel Folau's not 50 years old, but yeah, in rugby league terms, he's certainly getting on. Let's see. Israel Folau, age. Israel Folau is 37. So yeah, that's well and truly 50 in rugby league years. 13 minutes left to play in this one. As Aitken carries down the short side on the left. Reynolds is completely out. Tasman, yes. He's done for the night. Kalaumatangi brought down on the halfway line. Totola takes the fifth and last. 40 out from the Broncos line. Walker puts the high ball up. Perham comes forward for it. Perham spills it forward. Offside again, the Broncos. Oh, penalty goes to Brisbane. A disruptor. Okay, breaking news. Ezra Mam's been ruled out with a shoulder injury. An AC joint injury in that try-saving tackle. Adam Reynolds has got ice on the hamstring. He's walking back out of the tunnel now. Well, I've got to say, it's the Broncos knew what they were getting when they brought Reynolds in. As the Broncos cough the ball up, Jagewski keeps the errors flowing here for the Broncos. And the Rabbitohs will get the scrum. Old mate Jagewski, a loose carry. And Riddell forcing the mistake. They have no challenge remaining, of course. But yeah, the Broncos, they knew what they were getting. An aging, injury-prone half. He delivered them a premiership, so you can't say that he hasn't done his job. But we are definitely at the back end of... we're definitely at the back end. The very back end of the Adam Reynolds on-field career. Kalaumatangi takes it up to halfway. Oh, Damien Cook snuck his way in. Cookie. 40 metres out from the line here, the Rabbitohs. Walker, short ball for Aitken. 30 metres out on the fourth. They stay short side. Walker kicks it straight to Perham. And Hayes Perham takes it for the Broncos. 15 out from their own line. Arthurs. Still inside their own 20. Verhoeven dumped in the tackle. Fish killer. Ahoy, mate. Up the wires. Anderson. Can't get the ball on the outside. Just outside their own 20. Whoop. Karapani slips. And that's an easy target for the Rabbitohs defense. Fifth and last. 30 out from their own line here. Duffy has to put a big kick in. It's taken on the fall by Johnston. And AJ breaks away from the tackle of Verhoeven. And he takes it 10 short of the halfway line. 36 points to 6. Totola to halfway. Halfway through the set as well. Hubner slipping into the contact there of Ricky. 2 tackles left. A good step back inside by Sullivan. Cuts him open. Draws in Perham. Gives it to Riddell. And Riddell scores. Try for Johnny Riddell. And the Rabbitohs extend their lead. Jaden Sullivan stepping off that right boot, slices them apart in midfield. He's in at first receiver. Jordan Ricky overruns, draws in Perham at the back, and Riddell. Away he goes. Jaden Sullivan. Max says a lot of tipsters said that the Broncos, the safest bet was Broncos plus 4.5. John Riddell, NRL debut, and he comes away with a try. Don't even have a photo of him on my broadcast software. That's how new he is. That's how new he is. And Wayne Bennett, that is definitely a smile from Uncle Wayne. Latrell Sewalt with one of his easiest conversions of the night. Puts it down the middle. Sewalt converts. 42 points to 6. Wow, 7 minutes still left to play. And there was a little period there of about 10 minutes where the Broncos were on top with momentum, I mean. Obviously not the scoreboard. But there was a little period where the Rabbitohs just invited them back in. But they blew it wide open again off the back of some Broncos mistakes. Jack Glenn, if you visit Thailand for holidays, make sure you visit Isan Arena. Not overpriced, and people are very friendly and kind. Phuket, Bangkok, and Pattaya are overpriced. Cheers, Jack Glenn. There's the Bunnies now, 30 metres out. Pigacano. Ahoy, mate. Might be Maguire downfall. Well, history suggests that that's what happens with Madge. Up over halfway they go again here, the Rabbitohs. Ward, short ball for Duncan, who goes straight through. Only Perham to beat. And Hayes Perham gets across and brings him out down 10 metres out. No, he gets the arms free. Second phase ball here. Ward puts the grubber kick in field for Sullivan. Sullivan reaches out and misses it. Alex Johnston comes through and plants it down, but was there a touch? It's gone up as a try. It's gone up as a try. A fourth for Alex Johnston. The clean black... Okay, I'll try and speak. The clean break from Tallis Duncan here. Some flat-footed Broncos defense. The weak shoulder of Piakura, and Hunt misses the tackle completely. Perham can't wrap the ball up. It's kept alive. And Ward puts the kick through. The only thing that will stop this is if it's a touch from Jaden Sullivan. Oh, and it's beaten everybody. It took a turn. And it turns out for Alex Johnston to grab his fourth. 46 points to 6, the kick to come. They might get 50. They could come up with 50 here. Inside the final 5 minutes, try is confirmed. That is 4 for Alex Johnston. And the Brisbane Broncos equal their record for longest losing streak by a reigning premier, tying their very own record of 6 as Seawalk converts. Latrell 2.0 keeps the perfect record alive. It's 48 points to 0. Oh, Roosters Dolphins tomorrow. Michelle, you're off to watch the Aussies play the ODI against Bangladesh. Oh, well, at least that's one. That one's a game that your team is guaranteed to win. Back underway. Riddell from the kickoff. Brings it out to the 20. Clint 007, I reckon the Dolphins at Suncorp. There were 3 ducks in the opening few overs for the Aussie batsmen. Yeah, but, I mean, considering that you only need 10 runs to beat Bangladesh, not really a big deal, is it? 40 metres out from the line. The Rabbitohs, 5th and last. Humphreys puts the high ball up. Perham coming forward for it. Takes it. 20 out from their own line here, the Broncos. 3.5 minutes to play. Arthurs. Big defense on Verhoeven. 48 points to 6. 3 minutes left to play. Dolphins versus the Roosters coming up tomorrow. Hunt goes short to Piakura, who bends the line. And he's brought down just shy of halfway here on the 5th and last. Duffy puts the high ball up. Jai Gray's under it on the 20. Takes it well. Fires it over to Johnston. And why not give it to AJ at this point? Fens away from 1. And he's brought down 20 metres out their own end of the field. 2 minutes 39 to play. So the Rabbitohs want 50 here to cap off the celebrations for, or not celebrations, the tribute for Jai Gray. Jai Arrow, sorry. Too many bloody Jais out there. 10 short of the halfway line. Humphreys plays it. They stay right side for Kalamatangi. Up over halfway. 5th and last. Humphreys. A low, flat kick. Bouncing it into touch. And the Broncos will get it back here. Game of Mel. Golden point. Dolphins. Roosters. I like it. I love me some golden point. No, I'll tell you what. The one I would go for, the one that I would go for tomorrow is either team to win by 1 or 2 points. Either team, 1 to 2. Hang on. Let's actually see what that market is right now. Whilst this game fizzles out towards its end. And a good carry from Willison. Takes it up to halfway. Offloads to Piakura. And that's better from the Broncos. It's a shame it took them till only a minute and a half remaining. Hunt out the back for Duffy. They've got numbers right. Perham for Verhoeven. Steps back in field. 40 metres out. And they just ran out of steam there. Fifth and last. Duffy puts the high ball up. Gray comes forward for it. Loses it. Jai Gray coughs it up and the Broncos get a result. So, the captain's challenging. There's 45 seconds to go. They've captain's challenged. Let's see. Margin markets. I want either team. I want either team. Either team 1 to 2. That is a thing that exists. It's just a matter of finding it. Oh, here we go. Oh, either team 1 to 12. I'm not really interested in that, although $1.92 is decent odds for that. I'll have to try and find it. Either team by winning margin 2. No, I want specifically the either team ones. They've got either team 1 to 12 for that game. I want either team 1 to 2. I reckon that's the way to go for that one. If you can find that market, that's the market I'd be looking at rather than Golden Point for tomorrow. But anyway, 16 seconds left to go here. Can the Rabbitohs crack 50? Kalamatangi to the halfway line. Are they even going to try to crack the 50? I don't think so. Keon's just going to play this one out. They're happy with 48. The siren sounds. Jaden Sullivan takes the tackle. 48 points to 6. The Broncos have been hammered here. 48 points to 6. What a tribute to Jai Arrow. The jersey, he got to ring the bell. He got to see his team spank the reigning premiers. $48 points to 6. The only thing that would have capped it off would have been 50, I reckon. If they had have cracked the 50, that would have just been perfection. But I'm sure that they'll be happy enough with 48. But big news for the Broncos. Reynolds left the field injured. Ezra Mam left the field injured. Jordan Ricky was limping around at one point. He eventually saw the game out, but he looked in very bad way for a period of time there. Big performance there by the Bunnies. Okay, let's see if I can find this market. I've seen it pop up a couple of times. Either team. Either team by 1 to 2. That's what I want. Win markets. Okay, I'll tell you what. Will there be extra time? Yes is $15 to the dollar. I like it. I like it. But I want either team to win 1 to 2. That is a thing that I swear I've seen it before. Oh, well. I'm sure it's there somewhere. Sometimes it's hard to find stuff on Sportsbet, isn't it? Mania 2. I know I said this last week, but I'm serious this time. I'm done with the Broncos. Mania, let me tell you something, my friends. Cronulla Shark supporter for a very long time. Long time. I can tell you the number of times I've said the exact same thing about my team. And yet, here I am. A few days will pass. At most, a couple of weeks will pass. You'll be back. You'll be back. All right, Wasted Water Sports crew, thank you so much for your company. As always, TikTok, cheers for all the gifts. Wow, all the gifters over there. And I'm still trying to come to terms with the fact I've actually got, it's actually a Wasted Water Sports fan club. I didn't even know that was a thing. But yes, a Wasted Water Sports fan club. They're dominating you. YouTube. TikTok's catching up to you and taking you over. Up the Chief 2007. Ahoy, mate. Yes, we will be live tomorrow. Absolutely. Dolphins versus Roosters. Looking forward to that one. $15 to the dollar for Golden Point. Think about it. Think about it. We're 1 from 1 on the tips so far this weekend. Remember, I did say Rabbitohs 13 plus. Lock it in. 13 plus. I should have said 30 plus. But yes, I did say Rabbitohs 13 plus. I really want to say tomorrow, either team 1-2. I think it'll be a really close game. But yeah, 15 to the dollar for extra time. Golden Point. I'm considering it. Okay, Wasted Water Sports crew, thank you so much. We'll catch you tomorrow. Until then, cheers. Very nice drop.
The game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play. But it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted World of Sports, we're having a good time.
You're not hardcore unless you live hardcore.
Ahoy, whoa, whoa, whoa. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and teddy pants less. From the kickoff to the final whistles blow, we'll take the 2 and then we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted World of Sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest with a laugh and a cheer. We lay down our bets. No serious analysis, no expert critique, just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. jokes and post-match tales. All the big goofs and epic fails. We're not so serious and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our steins. Ahoy! Ahoy! We're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in a world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Wasted world of sports, here's to more cheers. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer.